welcome to Fit Forever on this beautiful September morning. All right, so off we go. We're going to start with our balance challenge. So have your chair handy by, one foot right in front of the other. Good, arms across the chest. All right, ready for the challenge. Close your eyes, I'll count you down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can feel your ankles quiver. It's true, right? Here we go. Closing your eyes. And begin. I don't have you muted, by the way. So here we go. You're still on. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Oh, Wendy is joining us. Wonderful. All right. So our next balance challenge is actually balance exercises. We spoke last week about the importance of ankle mobility or dexterity with regard to our balance, how important the ankle joint is, particularly that dorsiflexion, being able to pull your toes up toward your nose. So today, we're going to talk about another joint. Good morning, Wendy. I'm going to go ahead and mute now.
Good morning.
Okay. We got that one, though. So we spoke about the dorsiflexion. So, Wendy, we were just talking about what we spoke about last week with regard to our balance, the joints that are so important to our balance. The other joint that is important to our balance is our hip joint. Or hip joints. So we're going to talk about mobilizing the hip. So if you just stand in a square stance, now imagine that your pelvis is in the middle of a clock, all right? Just like our clock drill, which, by the way, we're going to do for our cognitive challenge today. So you're going to tip your pelvis to noon. So noon is right in front of you, 6 is right behind you, and then, well, I'm backwards to you. So 3 would be on my right, or your left, right? Is this your left? Yes, this is your left. So this would be 9 for you, and this would be 3. Okay, so we tip the pelvis forward to noon, and then back to 6. Okay, so I'm going to turn sideways for you so you can see what happens. So the top of the hip bone right here is going to tip forward. So your tailbone is going to tip backwards. Now you're going to curl your tailbone under you and tip the top of your hip bone backwards. That's going to kind of flatten out your back, right? So it's fore and aft. All right? Feel your core muscles, by the way. Feel your back. Now, feel your abs and your glutes. Okay? Back concentrically shortens, and now the abs do. All right? So that's our forward and back. So now the 3 and the 9 o'clock. And because we're backwards, I'm not going to mix you up with which is which. So we're going to glide the hip. So just soften your knees, glide the hip, and glide the hip. So now we're moving in that frontal plane. Okay? Mobilizing that. Make a note of where you feel the tension here. You may feel it right in that ball and socket joint, or like me, if you have a lumbar injury, you may feel that, or sacroiliac injury, you may feel this in your lumbar spine or in your sacroiliac. Also notice that your abdominals, or they should be, automatically contracted. In other words, bracing. Okay? So there's noon and 6, and then the 3 and the 9. All right. moving on, we're going to describe the whole clock. So you're going to go from noon to 9 to 6 to 3. So again, just keep your knees soft and just pivot around the clock, just like that minute hand or that second hand. And then switch directions. And we have one more mobilization exercise for you after this. And these are compliments of Kimberly Williams Evans, whose webinar I just attended a couple months ago. Actually, a couple of them. There, okay. So now, imagine that you're going to describe a big giant figure 8 with your hips, all right? Yeah, all right, so here we go. All the way up and around, and back and down around. But just keep scribing your figure 8. You can feel the knees, you can feel all that stretching, you can feel where you're tight. But hopefully you feel a little looser through the hips and the lumbar spine than you did a few minutes ago. All right, and then try to reverse it. It'll be like a hula hoop exercise. There. So again, the importance of joint mobility with regard to balance and strength and mobility of our joints to help us increase and improve our balance and reduce our risk of falls. There you have it. All right, so on to our cognitive drill. I'm going to get the chair out of the way. So this is going to be a fun one. And Susan's already got a leg up on this because we did this the other day, but because there were only a couple people in the class, I thought, I'm going to bring this back for the rest of the group. So here we have it. We have noon in front of us. So if I say 12, you're going to step both feet to noon and then step back to your center. A 6, of course. Right? 9, I think 9 is over here for you, I'm not sure. And 3. So now we have our directionals. I'm just going to turn to make sure that I got that right. Yeah, 9 would be on your left. So 9 would be over here. No, that's my left. 9 would be over here. I was right. Okay. I'm not dyslexic, but I have to think backwards. Okay. So here we go. Stepping to 6 o'clock. Great. 1. Yeah, you got to think about that for a second. Good. Easy one. Noon. 6. 2 gimmes. 11. Oh, excellent. Everybody got it. 4. And good. All right, you guys are doing great. 8. Yep. 4 and 8 are pretty much opposite. 9. And another give me. Noon. Great job. So we could expand on that, add an impulse control exercise. For example, if I said noon, go, you would go. If I said 9, no. Kind of a fun twister game. And maybe we'll do that another time. But in the interest of time today, and before I forget, just so you know, they just came out with new blood pressure guidelines. They've simplified the guidelines. I posted that on my FIT program page, so you may want to refer to that. Yeah, so the target for, how many of you are on blood pressure medication? Just raise your hand. 2, okay, 2 of you, okay. Your new target is less than 120/80 medicated. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Off we go. And Wendy, by the way, you're going to need your weights today. And also your mat. Okay. All right. Here comes the music, gang. Here comes the volume. Are we good? Volume okay? You can hear me okay? All right. Awesome. Thank you. Good. Tapping forward, alternating leads. Awesome. Tapping to the side. This might mix you up a little bit. Now you're going to step touch. Good. And hamstring curl. Oftentimes people get the tap and the step touch mixed up. And you might too, but it doesn't really matter. Just keep moving. Step touch. And ham curl. We're going to repeat all that. From the top. Curl. Good. Add a little push. We'll keep the arms complementary. Step touch. And curl. Good. Let's repeat all that again now. Side to side. You're doing great. Step touch. Kick some butt. And we go. You guys look pretty comfortable. I think we're ready to move on. Listen carefully. Cueing you now. Single, single, double. Step touch. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Tap forward and side. Now you're going to step touch to your right. Get ready. Single, single, double. Two over here and taps. To the side. Gets a little tricky when we add that double. Step touch. Single, single, double. And again, we're going to run through this a couple times so you have an opportunity to get successful with this. Really learn it. Ready for the change up. Two over here and tap it. It's hard to coordinate the arms, isn't it? See if you can do it. All part of that brain training. Single, single, double. And here we go. Push. Side. Good. Step touch. Single, single, double. One more time. All the way through. Everybody's almost got all the arms and everything. Everybody's really put this together. Step touch. Single, single, double. And push. Oh, that is annoying. Those little breaks in the music. Sorry about that. Step touch. Single, single, double. March it out. Okay. Second pattern. Looking at my notes here. Oh, yes. This is a fun one. We're going to start this with a two-step. Good. Can you smooth it out? Stepping behind. Step, cross, step, touch. Feel where that other foot is in space so you don't trip over it. It's a grapevine. Good. Go two more. One to this side, one to this side. Tap back behind you. Like a little mini lunge. Another set of 8, and then we're going to put those two things together. Okay, here comes the grapevine. Grapevine. Let's do one more to each side. Good. Now tap back behind you, push forward. Okay, slight lean, abdominals are strong. Grapevine. Awesome. Keep on rolling. And now that one. You can make this as big or as small as you like. Do that one more time. We're going to add on new step. You can feel that heart rate going up, right? Okay. We're going to slow this up for the box step. So you're going to step up left, cross, back, back. It's up, cross, back, back. Up, cross, back, back. We're going to keep this box step to this tempo. Okay, 2 more. All right. Now, we're going to change leads. Can you step up on your right leg? Up, cross, left over, step back. Up, left over. Okay, 4 more, just like we did on the other side. We'll get a lot of practice in here, because we're going to add this on to that whole pattern. Good. Now switch back over here. Let's do 4 back steps over here. And I'm going to count you down. Good. Can you switch? Right there's that little tap. Good. That allows that lead change. All right, here's the last one. Tap. Good. Lead change. Now 2 box steps on your left. Talk about a pregnant pause. 2 and 2. All right, one more time. Hope you got this. There it is. Grapevine. Here we go. Putting it all together. Tap back behind you. Push front. All right, ready for that back step. Go left. Grapevine. Tricky stuff here. Tap back, starting with your right. Box step. Right here, tap. Grapevine. That's tricky stuff. Tapping back. Box step left for 2. Lead change coming up. Grapevine. Literally got you on your toes. Tap back behind you. Box step. Awesome. Grapevine. Showing you the way. Tapping back behind you for 4. Go 2 4 box steps. Awesome job. Finishing it out now. Red lead. Left back. And 2 right box steps. Beautiful. Right here. Tap left. March left. Nice job. You must feel good. You look good. And everybody got that right out of the gate. Okay. So now, we're going to combine those 2 patterns, starting with our tap forward. So pattern number 1, remember, was our tap forward, tap to the side, step touch, single, single, double with a hand curl, put us on our right lead. All right, from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. Side. Step touch. Single, single, double. Tapping forward. side. You guys look great. Step touch. Single, single, double. All right, ready? Grapevine. Oh yeah, right into it. Lunging gap. Slow box step 2. Right here, tap. Grapevine. And like that. Tap it back for 4. 2 slow box steps. From the top. Pattern number 1. Tap and go. Push. Great job. Step touch. Single, single, double. We're cruising now. The hard part's over. Now you've learned it. You can just put it to use. Single, single, double. Ready for that grapevine? Because here we go. Ready or not? Again. Good. Lunge back. Push front. 2 slow box steps. Tap. Grapevine. Great job, guys. You're doing awesome. Here we go. Tap it back. 2 slow box steps. Right, here's that tap. From the top. Forward. Push. The push cue is a good one. Step touch. Single, single, double. Can you make it a little bigger now that you know it? Push it a little bit. Pun intended. Step touch. Single, single, double. All right, ready for that grapevine? Because here we go. The lovely lunge. Box step. Again. Tap. Grapevine. Keep it going. Winding back. Box step 2. Tap and march left. Great. Everybody good? We're all good? Okay. Thank you. I love it. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. So I made up all this choreography on Friday, and it's been a while since I reviewed it, so I'm looking at my notes here. Tap forward. Tap to the side. Tap forward. Tap back. Tap forward. Now just tap back. One more time. Tap forward. Tap back. Okay. Slow mambo. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Like you change your mind. Good. Tap and forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Forward, back, and change. And forward and back. One more. And change. Forward and back. Forward and back. March it out. We're going to take that mambo up tempo on 4 and 3 Change. You can add that triple in there. That'll switch your lead. 1, 2, 3. Can you get that in there? Or 1, 2, 3. Keep it right on the feet, nice and agile. Can you make it bigger? Commit to it. Okay. Tap forward. Tap back. Mambo. Other side. Forward tap. Back tap. I think he said work. Other side. Let's try that one more time. I want you to be confident. Commit to the moves. Here we go. March it out. Beautiful. Okay. We have 3 patterns. We're going to match them all up. Yahoo! Get ready. On 5. Pattern number 1, 7 and 8. Tap it. Side. Step touch. Single, single, double on the kick. Tap it forward. Hup. To the side. Step touch. Hup. Gotta stop. Single, single, double. Ready for that grapevine. Coming up over here and go. Keep it rolling. Lunge back. 2 slow box steps. 1 more. Beautiful. Add that tap. Ready to grapevine. Go. That little tempo change is tricky. Tapping back. Just keep moving. 1 more. Tap front. Tap back. Pattern number 3, guys. Mambo. Change your lead. March it out. That was all 1, 2, 3 together. All right, we're going to do it again from the top. Here we go. Push forward. I didn't want to miss that music phrasing. There was a perfect opportunity right there. I wanted to jump on it. Step touch. Single, single, double. Lovely, lovely. Number 1, other side. Step touch. Single, single, double. Ready for the grapevine. Off you go. Into the wild blue yonder. Making some tracks now. Behind ya. Slow box step. Great job. Right into that grapevine. Keep it rolling. Energy up. Tap behind you. You're doing great. Ready for those 2 slow box steps, guys? And we are moving on. Pattern number 3. Tap in front. Back. Mambo jumbo. Other side. Right into pattern number 1. Go. It gets tricky, right? You don't know if you're going front or back. Single, single, double. Repeat it on your left. Or right. My left. Having trouble with my directionals today. Single, single, double. Right into that grapevine we go. We're cruising. lunge, 2 box steps. Ready to change leads. Off we go. Pattern number 3 coming up. Go. No verbal cueing, go. Are you glad I'm modeling it? On to pattern number 2. Get ready. Go. Oh, I almost went to tempo with that. That was close. Almost did that back step double dive. Pattern number 3. And march it out. Great job. All right. Grab some water. Drink up. Grab your mats. Grab your weights, and please also your chair. If your balance is off today, you might want to put your chair up against a wall, a door, or something where your chair can slide back behind you. We're going to start with squats, and I'm going to follow my own recommendation every round more. Just setting up. Cheers. And as promised, I will lower the volume of the music. All right. So we're going to do some giant sets today. We're going to start with squats. So you need your chair. Make sure it's sturdy and safe. Feet about hip width apart. You're going to stand about 3 inches in front of your chair. Okay, we're not going to cheat and just let the thigh touch the chair. We're going to make that booty touch the chair. So pull out your mind's eye into those butt cheeks and sit them down and up. Good. Abdominals are good. Shoulders are tall, square, broad. You got this. Good. Check your knee placement. Foot placement, parallel, even, beautiful. Good job there. Keep going. Home stretch. If these are too fast for you, feel free to slow them down. Good, 3 more. All right, grab your mats, guys. We're following that up with push-ups. So high metabolic first set. Setting the weights aside, moving the chair. And ready for push-ups. All right, off you go. 15 repetitions on the push-ups. Counter, table, chair, hands and knees, or hands and toes. 1, Rest back, child's pose. Compose. Allow that shoulder stretch. Allow that back stretch. When you're ready, come to a standing position. We'll get rid of the mat. Put the chair back. And we're going to head at the last exercise in our first giant set. Compound exercise, combining squats and shoulder presses. So grab your challenging weights. Feet are parallel, square to your chair, about 3 inches, booty down. So we're going to squat, clean the weights to the shoulder, shoulder press. I'd like for you to be able to see your upper arms in your peripheral vision when you raise your weights overhead. If it causes any shoulder discomfort in any shoulder, you could use the other arm or simply try a frontal raise. All right, we'll work the interior shoulder or a lateral raise, medial shoulder. All right, or you could put them together. All right, here we go. Squatting now. Clean, press. Now there's a lot going on here. We do not have to keep up with the music. And because we've got all these big movements combined together, that's going to be a little bit longer. As we go for 15 reps. If you can't do 15 reps, don't sweat it. Pun intended again. Do what you can. You could always do just a squat. If you got too breathless, you could try just the shoulder press. Good. Please, when you squat, look straight up ahead. Look straight ahead. Good. That will help prevent you pitching forward too far. Yeah, because it's not a deadlift, right? We're squatting. So we're not hinging at the hip. Well, we're hinging at the hip, but we're not forward flexing with the spine beyond probably 30 to 40 degrees. Okay, you're going to try to keep your shoulders elevated. Now I've lost count. Let's do 3 more. My weights are telling me it's probably going to be about right. Awesome. Okay, switching out now. In lieu of the bands, we're going to do a bent over row and then a lunge. And then we're going to put the two things together. It's going to be a huge, complex, compound movement requiring a lot of coordination. So we're going to separate the two exercises first, starting with our bent over row. We're going to use the chair. We'll use the chair just like we would a weight bench. So again, nice and steady, sturdy. Good. I'm going to hinge at the hip here. I'm going to place my arm on the chair. If this is uncomfortable for you, you could use a bench or simply use your thigh. Good. Make sure you're not overarching your upper back, please. Abs are strong. Okay. Pull the weights up, driving your elbows up behind you. And again, pull them up. And again. Good. You're going to keep your gaze on the floor. Now you know what you're doing. So you don't hurt your neck or twist your spine. We're shooting for 15 reps. And I think we're halfway there. Abs are still drawn in. Back is long and strong. And I think this is 15. I'll do one more just to be sure. And then we're going to switch to the other side. So again, one knee, one hand, right on the edge. I'm short, so this little chair is just right for me. For you long people, it may be more comfortable for you to just use your thigh. If you're long-legged or long-armed, or if you have a long torso, you may want to stretch yourself out a little bit. Maybe 2 chairs. That would work. Or bench. Halfway there. I love bent over rows. They're good for your core. They're good for your back. The back of your shoulder. Yeah, on the floor. Look to the floor. Look at the floor. And when are we good on? And up. All right. Now, you may want your chair for balance. I'm going to put both weights in one hand. I'm going to use my free hand to hold my chair in case I need it for balance. We're going to do a back lunge. So you're going to lunge back, come up. Lunge back, come up. All right, I think we're ready. Use your chair. Have it handy in case you need it. Ready? Let's go. 15 reps. Lunge back. Giant step back. Beautiful. Protect that front knee. Look down. Can you see your toes? Good. Slight hinge forward from the ankle is okay, but try not to bend forward with your back. From the side. Slight bend forward. Right from the back of the hip is okay. But I'm not going to bend forward like that and collapse into the mid-leg. Okay? The second version is harder and a little that. The first version may work your glutes a little bit more, according to some studies. Good, keep going. I love lunges. Think of it from a functional standpoint. If you were to bend down on one leg and pick something up, right? You're bending down to pick something up off your floor. You would lunge down like that, right? All right, so here we go. Chair on the other side for balance and support. Everybody ready? Giant step back and up. Now, if you get tired, you might find your balance being a little bit more off. Please keep that in mind. Either on the first couple, where you're getting your bearings, or on the last few when you're fatigued. Okay, keep going. Good. Try to use your legs. Try to use your legs. Try not to rely on the arm or back of your chair or your thigh. Can you pick your hand up? Your free hand? Or just hover it above your chair so you're not using your thigh to help you up. Okay? We don't want to acquire any bad habits. All right. I'm going to let you catch your breath for a minute because lunges are very metabolically demanding. And this next exercise is going to require all your strength. So what we're going to do is we're going to split this up. We're going to do 7 reps on one side, 7 reps on the other side. I'm going to turn profile so that you can see what's going on here with this exercise. But we are going to combine the bent over row with your lunge. All right, so you'll wrap your head around that for a second. Using again the chair for stability, safety, or possible support if I need it. I'm going to lunge back. As I come up, I'm going to pull up. Okay? Ready? Here we go. Lunge. Waist go down. Pull up. You're picking something heavy up off the floor. Lunge down. Pick it up. And again. Lunge down. Pick it up. Weights don't have to touch the floor. I don't want you to bend at the upper back. I want you to try to keep the torso strong using your abs and your back muscles and your scapular muscles. I'm going to do one more. just because I love these huge compound exercises. We're going to switch to the other side. All right, so other leg back. Other leg back. You're picking up something heavy off the floor. Good. Pull it up. Pull it up. Try not to use your leg. Try not to use your leg. Or your hand, rather. Good. Good. Pull it close to your body. Lift up. Great job. Okay, guys, it's time to stretch. Grab your mats, please. That was a nice, strong run of it today. Those exercises were more advanced, and you did a great job with all of them. Thank you so much for putting all your best effort into this. All right, grab your mats, please. We'll have them ready. We're going to start with some upper body stretches. So standing, all right? Anterior shoulder, hands behind you, chin back, so we're not rubbernecking, right? And I want you to try to roll that upper arm bone back. Open up your wings. Spread your wings. Great job. Good, just hold that stretch. Starting to stretch those push-up muscles. Great. All right, little pec stretch. Elbows up now. Come forward. Open up nice and wide. Good. Now you want to draw your abs in and pull your ribcage down. That'll prevent you doing what I call the Mrs. Wiggins. Remember the Carol Burnett show? When Carol Burnett was Tim Conway's secretary? Yeah, you don't want to be that. You don't want that kind of high 5-inch heel posture. Great, hold that stretch. Open it wide like somebody's pulling your elbows back behind you. Very active. Try to keep the rib cage at parallel to the pelvis to prevent. That's it. Beautiful. Nice job. Triceps. Back of the upper arm. Try to point your elbow right up to the ceiling. If this causes you to shut that rib cage forward and do the Mrs. Wiggins again, then stand in a split stance and see if that doesn't help you and pull yourself up. Okay? Otherwise, square stance is fine. Hold that beautiful stretch for the triceps. Opening up the posterior shoulder here. External rotators. Good. Other side. Speaking of mobility, we are, after all, a huge kinetic chain, aren't we? Ankle bone's connected to the shin bone. Awesome. Just roll your shoulders, take any tension out of your neck that may have accumulated, and we're going to hit the mat. I do not have a cool down song on this playlist, and in the interest of time, I will not search through my playlist in order to find one. We'll just stretch to this upbeat music. All right, so we're going to hit the deck. Face first, okay, or prone position. So we're going to lie down, face first. However you can get there is good. Just don't fall. Good. I'm going to have you look at your mat, tip your chin slightly. You can rest the back of your head on your hand, or rather your forehead on the back of your hand. Let me rephrase that. And then we're going to hold this nice long stretch for the front of the thigh. And I want you to think about that. Long front of the thigh. Can you like almost lengthen that thigh bone? Pressing your hip bone kind of flat down into the floor. Don't jam it down. Just feel it against your mat. That's beautiful feedback. Make sure that you aren't arching your back and doing the prone version of Mrs. Wiggins. Okay, you hold that stretch. Heel toward the buttocks best you can. Slowly release out of that stretch. We'll switch to the other side. Try not to contort. If you have long legs and short arms, you may want to use a belt or a stretch strap. Hold that stretch. Again, just rest your forehead on the back of your forearm or your hand. All right, so we're going to come over onto our sides and then roll over onto our backs. Nice and easy. And from here, we're going to stretch to the hamstrings, all right? So just the opposite. So I want you to try and straighten your knee. Get it nice and straight. If you can support your leg, great. Now, a couple of things to look out for. There's some posture anomalies, if you will, that cause us to almost get into a precarious position when we're in this sort of stretch. And one of them would be that forward head or a pronated shoulder or a kyphotic upper back. So in other words, a rounded upper back or a forward head posture. I mean, we see it every day. It's so common right now, right? And what will happen is your chin will point up toward the ceiling and your neck will arch up like that, which is really a lot of compressive force on that cervical spine. So try to tip your chin down so that you're looking at your knee rather than your toes. And try to hold that stretch. It may feel really weird, may feel very foreign to you. You may not be able to do it at all, in which case I would recommend a pillow or a yoga block or even your sneaker to prop your head out so that you get that nice, good cervical alignment and nothing is compromised. All right, now the glutes. So we're going to cross the ankle across the knee. Going to flare that upper knee out if you can. Some of you have a hard time just getting your legs crossed. That's okay. Just do what you can. We're at where we're at. We don't judge it. We accept it and just go from there. Just keep moving forward. All right, you're going to have the whole unit up toward your torso. You're going to try not to shy away from that hip. All right, so just kind of balance your weight, if you would, across the back side of your hip bones, or the back side of the pelvis. Hold that stretch. You can add a little bit of pressure with the elbow or the forearm against the inside of the thigh and that upper leg while you simultaneously pull your lower leg toward you to increase the stretch sensation. Again, respect your body's flexibility limitations. Get used to listening to the cues and respecting them. All right, we're going to switch to the other leg now, starting with the hamstring. So we're slowly going to uncurl that knee. We're going to hold that stretch. Our seated postures cause us to get really tight through the hamstrings. The hamstrings attach to the pelvis and, of course, pull the pelvis out of shape. So you can imagine that leads to a whole host of kinetic compensations, if you will, or compensatory patterns that pretty much set us up for back injury. There are other things that can as well, even problems with your foot. All right, so ankle across the knee, upper thigh, up, and if you can, pull on that lower leg as you press gently with your forearm or elbow on that inner thigh. Hold that wonderful, delicious glute stretch. Oh my goodness. It feels so good. You can feel it right at the bottom of the sits bones, right in that deep, deep glute muscle underneath the glute. It's called the piriformis. Hold that wonderful stretch. You want to keep all of that supple. Great job, everyone. When you're ready, you can rock and roll yourself up to a seated position, a standing position. Come up slow in case you get dizzy. Don't want that to happen. All right, great job, everyone. Fit forever, over and out. Nice work, everybody. Yay!